Halloween is all about warding off the evil spirits, but as it turns out, the spirits are just as present on the day than on any other occasion. The frights coming up were captured on camera on Halloween night, and a few are bone-chilling enough to chill you to the core. You may want to skip the trick-or-treating after seeing this. Amazing! Number 10. Creepy doorbell capture. It can be chilling to answer the doorbell at your home and be standing face to face with a bloody zombie or deranged looking beast, even if it is Halloween.
For this reason, some people choose to leave candy on the doorstep and keep to themselves on Halloween night. And after seeing some of these terrifying trick-or-treaters, I don't blame them one bit.
This video capture was obtained when a civilian received an alert via their smart home, warning them of a possible intruder. Given that it was Halloween night, his level of concern was minimal. That was until he saw the photo of who was on his porch. The person in the picture was folding their arms behind their back, or had no arms at all, and was wearing a creepy mask with painted black eyes. What's even more chilling? This figure triggered the alarm system every few hours, from 10:30 p.m. till 4 a.m. in the morning. A creepy figure repeatedly staring ominously into the camera for more than 6 hours throughout the night? Time to call the cops. Number 9. Navy UFO Footage. It's hard to believe we're the only ones out here in this infinite universe. As a nation, we're always on the lookout for strange phenomena in the sky, and while many believe in the existence of extraterrestrial life forms, others remain skeptical. Either way, some sightings are truly unexplainable. Of all the possible UFO sightings, one caught by Navy on Halloween has created quite the stir with its apparent validity. This naval footage from Halloween 2017 clearly shows an object on the radar that reportedly dropped from 80 kilometers to hover 50 feet over the ocean in a matter of seconds. It was described as capsule-shaped, wingless, opal, or white, 25 to 45 feet in length, and oblong with no visible markings or glass. Many serving on active duty, although they're not able to openly discuss, have alluded to the truth on these events and the existence of other life forms than ourselves. Those who have honestly come forward with their sightings reveal that the government refuses to address or release some of the most compelling evidence of UFOs. As for the compilation of military and commercial flight footage that has been leaked, their depictions of unexplainable aircrafts have numerous people wondering how skeptics still exist. The fear of the unknown is enough to rattle even the most hesitant doubters of UFO existence right to their core. Number 8. Halloween Night Armed Robbery. Each year we witness hundreds of crimes taking place on Halloween. But what causes the influx of sin on this ominous holiday? Some argue that minor offenses are taken more seriously due to the already spooky nature of the day, while others blame increased alcohol consumption or the cover of costumes which criminals exploit to stay anonymous. Take a look at these haunting clips from armed robberies that took place while children were out collecting candy. This first screen capture shows a man wearing what looks like a Friday the 13th hockey mask and dark clothing, burglarizing a convenience store at gunpoint in James City, North Carolina. The poor attendant on duty that evening had no idea she'd be getting the scare of a lifetime. Allegedly, this wasn't the first robbery of the evening for this Jason Voorhees impersonator. Let's just hope he remembered to take the mask off on November 1st. There are plenty more examples like this. For instance, this budget version of the Dark Knight robbery. Armed men in clown masks rob a jewelry store in Greater Manchester in the UK, giving all the workers the scariest story they'll ever tell. Number 7. Haunted Gate. We've all experienced that jumpy sensation during a scary movie when inanimate objects seem to come to life and move about the screen on their own. As frightening as this appears in the movies, it's even more hair-raising when actual footage shows this happening in real life. The surveillance footage in this video shows a gate, which had been closed all day, become unlatched and open without any human interference. This phenomenon would have been scary enough on its own, but add in that it occurred on Halloween night, and I'm shaken to the core. Number 6. Paranormal Activity. Plenty of people seek out the supernatural every day, but not all do so on the most notoriously creepy day of the year. This act is reserved for the true thrill seekers who want not only to be scared, but also to possibly uncover what lurks below the surface of our known reality. One paranormal investigator in particular, who goes by the name of Michael D. McGee on YouTube, set up high-quality filming equipment on Halloween night to capture the strange, overlooked happenings in his home. His cameras were able to pick up on dozens of smoke-like ghost apparitions by the stairs. Take a look at this one, which followed a notable footstep sound. If you didn't see that, here it is again, but this time with increased brightness and contrast. The creepiest thing is, in his description there's an FAQ asking why he doesn't just move. Stunningly, he admits he has, but it's followed him 3 times. Whether you're a believer or not, this eerie spectacle of lights is sure to evoke curiosity. Number 5. Suffolk Hentlesham Hall. Speaking of historically haunted locations, Suffolk Hentlesham Hall holds 500 years of mystery and ghostly happenings. This ancient hotel offers a scary stay for anyone brave enough to endure a night in one of its haunted rooms. Several reports have claimed sightings of little girls and boys who allegedly steal the pillow from under your head as you sleep. Paranormal thrill seekers are drawn to the hotel in search of ghosts and other supernatural phenomena. This footage captured during a Halloween excursion shows a group of researchers attempting to communicate with spirits using a pendulum. When the pendulum abruptly falls to the ground, they're shocked to realize that the wire had suddenly melted away.
Come on, more. They make it knock against the wall. Oh,
The only way this could have actually happened is if someone held a lighter to the wire, but if that happened, then the lighting would have changed. So it remains a mystery. Whether you're a believer or not, this scientific anomaly is sure to cultivate some curiosity and maybe even a hint of fear. Number 4. Creepy doorbell capture number 2. Here's possibly one of the creepiest trick-or-treaters you'll ever witness. A clown holding a handful of balloons and creeping around the property before approaching the camera and staring into the lens. He then walks away from the scene as calmly as he entered, leaving us wondering what his intentions were after all. Creepy clown sightings aren't entirely uncommon in America, but the calm demeanor of this clown is just too unsettling for me. Is a clown this creepy really just there to get candy? I think not. Number 3. Hair-raising poltergeists. One trick-or-treater was just out to get some candy and noticed this. Featuring what looks like a young girl taunting treaters with several other ominous scenes to captivate and scare onlookers, this is one house you'd never forget. Luckily, it was just a holographic display designed to ensure this house is the scariest on the block. Over the years, Halloween decorations have gone from harmless and somewhat laughable to downright horrifying and shockingly realistic. People are pushing the limits on fear and even competing to be the most frightening, but this house is a winner. Companies like Atmosphere Effects specialize in these types of frights, bringing consumers top-of-the-line Halloween holographic displays. Images are projected over a thin film of projection material to create these dazzlingly frightening illusions. Amazingly, for a few $100s, you can set this lifelike decoration up and take terror to a whole new level. Number 2. Buffalo Central Terminal. For those of you who get a thrill from seeking out fright on Halloween, a ghost hunt at the famously haunted Buffalo City Terminal might be just what you're looking for. It takes a certain kind of open-minded individual to embrace contact with spirits and remain calm when things get weird, like in this video. During the group ghost hunt, a flashlight was used to communicate with the other side, while spectators were able to observe the light going on and off in response to simple questions.
Are you an adult? Yes. Are you a woman?
Will you turn the light off if you were someone who sold tickets? You did sell tickets, okay.
It was clear that there was no human interference with the flashlight, so I'm left wondering who or what was answering those questions, and how did they turn the light on and off without so much as touching it? Now, before I mention rank number 1, here are 2 reminders to stay vigilant on Halloween. This first shows a woman straight up stealing an entire bowl of Halloween candy and then just running away. As the old saying goes, it's like taking candy from a baby. Now that's just downright wrong. Make sure you watch out for your candy to not fall victim to thieves like this, who couldn't even be bothered to get into costume. Next up, a matter that shouldn't be overlooked when it comes to the safety of our loved ones. Stories of deranged people handing out poisoned or tampered with candy to unsuspecting trick-or-treaters have been told for years, and whilst they're almost always elaborate urban legends, recent news has demonstrated that these acts of evil are based in truth. One case in particular from Halloween last year reflects such a cold-hearted purpose that it's made parents think twice about letting their children accept candy from strangers. A young Dorchester boy discovered a needle inside a Mars bar he received on Halloween night and reported it immediately to a bus driver. The 2-inch needle had been pushed into the candy bar as some form of sick and twisted joke. Having to think twice before trusting a candy bar? Now that's creepy. On to the number 1 spot now. Number 1. Real Ghost in Strelly Hall. Strelly Hall in Nottingham, Britain is a haunted house with a very long and torrid past. Dating back to the 1200s, this property has a number of rooms to explore, beneath which lie a network of cellars that are sure to send a chill down your spine. The cellars were previously used as a dungeon to imprison poachers, even in the 20th century. To add to its creepy factor, the UK Ghost Hunts team set out on a ghost hunt there on Halloween of 2014. In the video, you can see a strange apparition hovering in the cellar doorway for some time before vanishing out of sight. What makes this video even more chilling is that it takes place in one of Nottingham's most famously sinister locations. Many have confessed to a ghostly experience in Strelly Hall, leading more and more skeptics to believe in the supernatural. So have you seen anything scarier than the sightings in this video on Halloween? Let me know your stories in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.